Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome
Just throw them off.
to the latest episode of the Set List of Life with the current bandmates of Dolly for Sue. Today we have with us Aaron on guitar.
Hello.
Christine on the drums.
Hi.
Kirsten on the keyboard.
Hello.
And I'm Leslie, your vocalist for this afternoon. We're doing an early bird special.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. I'm liking it.
I know.
I like the daylight.
Sunshine.
This is nice. I like
nice.
it.
It's magic. We're not in my dingy basement.
That's okay. We're not a big table.
Yeah, I know.
You feel so far away.
I know. So roomy. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's so nice everybody's here. We haven't all been here for a while.
I know. I missed you.
And then we skipped a few for various reasons.
There's always stuff going on.
Life always gets in the way.
Yeah.
But we're here today. And today's song is Long Story Short by Taylor Swift, because we have a lot of stories today.
Oh, we do? Yay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
stuff, right?
Good call.
I'm not even sure I know that song.
I don't know that song at all.
I was going to say, I don't even know the name of that song.
I've never heard it.
What
before,
album
but
is that on?
Well, no, it was from
sounds like
2020.
Oh.
Because I looked up, I was like, oh, she sang Love Story, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're thinking
It's
story.
that old song of hers, Love Story.
Yeah, well, that's what it
So
sounded like.
I was like, oh, and I was typed in to see what year that one was, and then it said Taylor Swift, Long Story Short, 2020, and I was like, oh,
but
that's
what
even
album?
better.
but that's a better title
But I
for
need
what we're
to know
doing.
what
We have no idea what the song is.
Now
We're
she's
bringing
checking
it
it
up.
She's checking you.
No, I believe you. I completely, there's so many of her songs I don't
We
know.
do.
But I'm
I
just
do
trying
need
to
a
She has a
fact
lot of
checker.
songs.
I think I need a fact
Yeah.
checker just in general.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Don't
be your fact. No, I know I believe
Don't take
you. I
this
just want to see what album it is.
podcast with
Don't.
too seriously.
Here's the
Sometimes
lyrics. Hold on.
Sometimes we just make stuff
We do
up.
not give out financial information.
Right.
Well, we do. You just shouldn't
Just
take it.
you shouldn't
Yeah.
take it.
You shouldn't take it. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, we make no promises.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so
So-
can I start?
Yes.
Wait a
please
minute.
do.
Can't
Wait.
name that song. Just hum it to the Google app to find it. Or
You can hum it? That's
or
a thing?
Or have
Yeah.
Kirsten hear
I didn't
you.
know that.
Kirsten
Is
will.
it with the new iOS download?
I have
that's
no idea.
No, it's been on there for a while.
It's been on there for a
Really?
while.
You can go to Google and hum any song you want, and it'll
Did
tell you
not
what it is.
know that.
Did you notice? You guys all have iPhones, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice now when you talk to Siri, the whole phone lights up?
I don't
and
talk
like a
to Siri.
rainbow.
Yeah, I
No,
don't use Siri.
I don't.
Oh,
use
I
Siri.
do.
Oh, I do.
I have a download that's downloading tonight, though, so maybe I'm about
Oh,
to
you're
get
about
that.
to get that.
Yeah.
It's
So I'll have
fancy.
to see. Yeah.
I'm an
Download.
Alexa user.
I don't use either. I don't talk to any of those people. My phone listens to me enough. I don't need anybody else listening to me.
I'm highly disappointed with Siri.
You are?
Oh yeah, she's
Well,
an idiot.
Siri's
She's just
terrible.
stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
She's just stupid.
No, we used to have
Terrible.
Alexa, and then something
Evermore.
happened. I forget why. Now we just have Siri. But
And
Evermore.
Sorry, everybody. We're setting off your smart
You're all
speakers.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that.
you know.
Happens.
Okay.
So
anyway.
let me hear your story.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
Oh.
Story time with Leslie.
yay! I have two.
Okay.
Just stupid stories,
Okay.
like just human stupid.
Stupid story time with Leslie.
Okay, so the first one happened to me personally, and the second one did not. But so a couple days ago, my mom calls and says, "Did you send me a bracelet from Anthropology?"
Oh, is that scam?
No, it's not
okay.
even a scam.
Wait, what scam? I want to hear that.
There's a
after.
bunch of scams.
Yeah,
I
there's a
need
bunch
your
of
tits and
scams.
bits after
Lots
you're
of
done
scams.
with your.
So she said, "Did you send me a bracelet from Anthropology?" And I said, "No," although I should have said, "Yes, you're
As a
welcome,"
matter
but I
of
didn't.
fact,
I didn't.
you got that. Oh, I'm so glad you got that.
Yeah.
I said,
I saw it and thought of you.
I said, no. I said, why don't you call my sisters-in-law and see if they sent it? And she's like, oh, I already did. And I was like, well, thanks. So I'm the third person.
I was going
you
to say,
think
so
of.
why'd you call
Right.
me last?
Yeah.
So anyway, she said,
That's funny.
she said they didn't send it either. And I was like, that's weird. I said, we're sitting here.
Return address?
So apparently it came in one of those plastic baggies with there was no slip on the inside.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So
Which is weird.
So she's just like, yeah, I don't know who would have sent this to me. It's not her birthday. It's not like, nothing like that. And then as we're chit-chatting, I go, Mom, I remember like 2 Christmases ago, you were complaining because you had ordered this bracelet for Ava and it wasn't going to come in time for Christmas. And my mom always, and the reason I remember
Did you ever
this.
get that, Mom?
Right. The reason I remember it in the first place, though, is my
Pony
mom.
Express.
My mom clears all Christmas presents with me to make sure the kids will like them.
Okay.
Right. So like I always
So it's your fault if they don't.
Right. Exactly. So I was like, I remember, I said, did that come? Did you give that to her? And she's like, no, I don't remember, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, go back and check your credit card and see if you were charged recently or at all for this bracelet. So she does. And sure enough, she was charged for it, but back in 2022 when she ordered it.
That's weird.
So I said, well, look at the mailing label. I said, maybe they sourced it from some artist and they were back. I don't know. Maybe, there's all kinds of lost. It could have been. So
yeah. That's weird though.
she looks at the label and the label says November 2022. And we're just like, I don't know.
Oh, this is going to go with your story, I think.
I know. We're just like, I don't know. That's just weird. Like whatever.
And it's from anthropology.
And it's from anthropology, right?
a legit
bizarre.
company.
So 2 days later, she calls me back. She goes, I figured it out. And I go, well, so
What's the skinny?
Yeah.
And she goes, they just arrested a postal worker in my hometown. He had been stealing packages, but he was hoarding them.
Oh my
in his
gosh.
house.
And he hadn't opened to them?
No, he had
Just the power.
Well, here's
strange
I was
people
like-
That
out
is
there.
weird.
But I was also thinking, like, maybe he was one of these guys who was like, these are too many packages to deliver. I'm just going to stick them in the house. And,
Right.
Right.
You know?
Right. I'll
Deal
deliver
with
them
it
tomorrow.
later.
And then I
You just
forgot.
never did.
Yeah,
Right. And then they couldn't admit it 2 years
Yeah.
later.
Oh my gosh. That's
So,
crazy.
2.5 years of packages.
And,
Is a
and
I can't
lot
even
of
imagine how many
if he's a
packages he
port-
had.
I don't know how
Well,
many,
maybe
like,
he only took like one a day.
Yeah, maybe.
it may have just been like,
little,
Like a power trip.
Your idea actually sounds like it could
like
be.
he just didn't deliver it. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
skipped out on his route or just was too much because it was Christmas time.
Right,
And
this
he
is
was
too much,
just
I
like,
can't deal.
and stuck him in a bin. But I thought it was even funnier that the post office then delivered all these
Right. Yeah. And maybe they should have put a little
Without
note.
explanation.
No, this
explanation.
was, well, I guess
Here's
they
your
don't want to
package.
admit.
2.5 years late.
Right.
Wow.
It's like a
That is
social
weird.
experiment.
Right.
How do people react when
I
they
wonder
get a package? 2.5
how
years
many
later?
people.
I don't know.
Yeah, how many confused people? And then, you hear about that scam that is like you get a package from some place you normally order stuff from, and it has a QR code, and you think like, I don't remember ordering
yes,
this. And
I've heard.
you should never scan the QR code because it does something that
They get
steal
into your
info.
phone and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard about that
I've
one.
heard about that's what I would think it was.
Really?
'Cause I'm
I hadn't heard about that one. Now I
Yeah.
gotta
This,
tell the
this
kids
isn't
about
my
that one.
second story, but on the
Okay.
scam, there's a new scam out there.
What's
this
that?
one's terrible.
They're all terrible.
They're all terrible.
Okay, Carlotta was funny.
But yeah, that was funny.
And the toll messages I'm getting are a little funny too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I get those.
But no, this one, they somebody calls you from your parents' landline. I don't know how they hijack the number, but there's obviously ways now. You get a phone call from your parents' landline, and it's someone saying, you better pay me money or I'm killing your mom. And they go so far as to have like someone kind of screaming in the background.
Right.
And, you
Wow,
pay us
that's
now or
awful.
we're shooting your mom. That's terrible.
That is terrible.
That's ridiculous.
Like then you're saying, I'm sending 911 right over.
I mean, that's
terrible.
How awful.
That's messed up.
Messed up people.
People are,
All right.
that's terrible.
A lot of crazy out there.
So
That's why we should have done Crazy by Seal. That's next week's.
crazy. We should have done that one
Oh,
because
yeah.
this,
We'll do that next week.
my second
Okay.
story is
Yes.
crazy.
Okay.
This
I thought your first story was kind of crazy.
Crazy story time with Leslie.
I was waiting for that.
Okay. So the reason I'm bringing this one up is because it was just in the news again, which boggles my mind. So back,
The Loch Ness Monster?
no, it's even stupider. So stupider, is that a word?
Yeah,
Even
I
more
think so.
stupid.
Yeah,
Anyway,
stupider.
It is now.
it is now. It's my word. Verily. So
That is not a word.
It is now.
it is now.
now.
It's my word.
Yay, very
Trademark.
Yeah.
So this story goes all the way back to 2005. Okay.
Ooh, okay. 20 years ago.
20 years
we
ago.
were just children.
And it's been reported on multiple times. It just happened again, which is why I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
So back in 2005, there was a guy who was in college and he was focusing on cybersecurity. And he and his buddies were thinking about starting a cybersecurity company. And so he bought a domain site name, because we used to have to do that. Do they still do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he bought the domain site, rentahitman.com. Now, he called it Rent a Hitman because you get hits on your websites, and his was cybersecurity. So
Right.
it
Makes
was
sense.
Right.
right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Still, it feels like that could go
Right.
terribly
well,
wrong.
So it was called rentahitman.com. Well, so that business never came to fruition, right? And he was in college, whatever. And he was like, well, I'll see if I can sell the domain site, right? Okay. So he there's nothing on this domain. If you go to rentahitman.com, all it was a statement that said, if anyone's interested in buying this domain, email me here.
Right.
And it was like bob@rentahitman.com, right? So then he kind of forgets about it. And then 3 years later, he's like, oh, I need to check on that.
Right.
And he goes into the email and he's got hundreds
Oh no, of people that want to rent a
emailed.
hitman?
Then some of them were like, people were joking. Someone were trolls, but
Some of them were
some of them were like,
There's a few in there that's
Right?
legit.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
so he's like, okay, this is weird, but kind of funny. Again, doesn't
Kinda
do
scary.
any. So he checks it now and then. And
Okay.
so fast forward to 2010, and he gets this one request that was a little more serious than most.
Okay.
Because this person wanted him to take out a bunch of people, and this woman was giving like their names, their addresses, like what they do during like their schedules, like
Jeez.
all this kind of stuff. And he was like, okay. So he's like, it's not, this one's not funny.
Right. No, not funny at all.
And so he waits a couple days.
Clearly stupid if she's going to give that kind of information.
Right,
but
right.
whatever.
So-
And it's stranger on the internet.
And keep in mind, there's nothing on this webpage, which I think made it feel more authentic.
Yes.
Right, because why
there was
would there?
there's nothing there except an email address, right? So, so she emails him again, and she's persistent. So he actually says, he actually contacts, and she was in Canada. She actually contacts the authorities and says, oh, look, here's the deal.
Right.
You might want to check her out.
Yeah.
And
she
so,
seems pretty serious about this.
right. And so the police did check her out, and apparently she was wanted for other crimes.
Oh.
So
She killed any of those people?
no.
Okay,
But she
good.
did get, part of her arrest was for solicitation of murder. And
Wow.
She didn't kill anybody.
But
Yet.
Right. Yeah.
How many buttons can we use in one episode?
We're using that again today.
So now this guy's thinking, you know what? I could actually do some good with this and help the
I could
authorities.
pull
Yeah.
predators in.
Right.
He actually did a full-fledged
Website.
website, but it was
Oh.
all like a parody. Like if you were of any intelligence, you would see
wouldn't.
that most of it's a joke.
Right.
Like,
but not the people.
Right.
Yeah,
So he
they're
had
Looking
things
to
like-
rent a hitman.
Yeah.
he had
Wow.
things like, don't go on the dark web. It's not safe. Use rentahitman.com. It's on the normal web, and then it would have things like, he said something about he was, they were HIPAA protected, Hitman Information Protection
Right.
something act.
Oh.
Right.
Right. And like there were obvious things that made it, they had testimonials that were just like, it was the whole,
That's fabulous hitman.
right? Exactly.
Yeah, he
That were
killed all
like,
the people I hate.
did a good job. 5 stars. Like
Good
that
job
kind
on the
of stuff.
cleanup.
Right. And
Right.
So for the most part,
That's great.
No spatter on my walls whatsoever.
exactly.
I would use him again and again.
I would recommend him to a friend.
So yes. So most of the people, it gets lots of visits, lots of hits,
Yeah.
but and most of the people are, just joking or whatever. But every now and then he'll get someone that,
a little off.
it just sounds like they're serious. So what he does is when he gets one of those emails, he waits 24 hours and then he says, he sends 2 questions. Are you still in need of our services? And, would you like me to connect you with one of our operatives? And if they say yes to both of those things,
They go to the police.
then he takes that there. Now
Yeah,
there
he
are
has enough
forms.
information that they have consented in. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There are forms on this website that they fill out.
Yeah. Written, yes.
Name, address.
Catching them red-handed.
I mean,
wow.
it's
This
crazy.
is all the information. Let me just hand this over to the police, and you're out of here.
So
Wow.
they've caught, I mean,
fair
not
amount.
hundreds, but
Right.
fair amount of people
good.
doing this. So then there was a guy who didn't want to rent a hitman. He wanted to be a hitman.
Are you taking resumes?
How do I become one of your team?
Yes.
Yes.
And he contacted him and said, he was like,
I've done a lot of hits.
yeah, the national,
Experience. Here's my resume.
Yeah, right.
but he was like a National Air Guard.
Oh.
Like
Wow.
he was,
Like, shouldn't
so
have
he
been.
was saying, I can showcase my skills. He uploaded his ID, like he gave him all this information. Still, you can't.
Yeah, he
Because
hasn't actually
he's-
done anything.
Right, he hasn't done
Yeah.
anything, and he's not saying I'm going to kill this person.
Right.
He's just
be on some
saying,
watch.
Right.
I'm
Offering my
gun
services.
for hire.
So then they took it to the authorities, the FBI actually, and what the FBI did is they asked him to meet them at like a Denny's and gave him a packet that was of a fake person that he was supposed to kill.
Oh, wow.
And he accepted the packet and accepted payment. And
Okay.
that's what got him arrested.
Good. I'm glad he got arrested.
But so it just, okay, so this has been up and running since 2005 for 20 years. And people
Wow.
are still, there
I
was
wouldn't
a
look
woman.
that up. Are you looking that up? I wouldn't look that up.
I didn't
you
even
hear
look
about
up the
this?
website. I did not look up the
How
website.
did you know all this?
They're coming after you
Because
now,
there was a
Aaron.
woman just 2 weeks ago that was on the news that got caught again. 'Cause
from
this
the
is-
site?
From the site. This
Wow.
site's been on the news multiple times over the
I
years.
missed
I've never heard of
that.
And so like she got caught again because she went on the website
Wow.
and solicited a hitman. But I'm like,
So, audience.
What? I have never wanted to murder anybody. However, if I did, that would not be the way I would go about finding somebody
I don't
to
know
take
how
that.
I would find
that's right.
Yeah.
Like what do
Why? Why would you?
Aaron would murder. Well, but you have
Why?
Kirsten.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it.
Serial killer.
Hey, Deanie over here.
Yes.
She'll be
This
folding
is
her
true.
underwear.
This is true.
Yeah.
So
No one else
I
suspect a thing.
I did not go on the website because I didn't want that in my search history, but apparently Aaron's going to go on it now.
I am.
Okay.
See if-
I'm looking.
but
Is it-
it's
did you find it?
rentahitman.com is supposedly the but she just there was just 2 weeks ago this woman got caught using it.
Wow. That's nuts.
So it comes up in the news over and
I
over
mean,
again, and that's
good for him that he's.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not his full-time job, but
It's like a hobby.
it's hobby catching.
Crime,
I mean,
fighting
this would
crime.
make a great TV show.
That would.
It would make a good TV show.
That would make a really good TV show. You found it?
There it is. Rent a Hitman, your point and click solution. That's it. See, it says 100% HIPAA compliant. I mean,
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
100%
it
HIPAA
have
compliant.
cookies?
This website uses yummy cookies.
Yep, it does. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. This is
That's crazy.
Your point and click solution.
click below for your free consultation.
I don't do it.
No. Don't do it, Aaron.
Your privacy is important to us. And rent a hit. Oh, I just got an ad for Starbucks.
Well, Starbucks
He needs
is
to be
in on it.
caffeinated.
That's hilarious. This is hilarious. Your privacy is important to us, and Rent a Hitman is 100% compliant with HIPAA. Hitman Information Privacy
Protection Act.
and Protection Act of 1964.
Clearly, that's not a thing.
It's been around for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
It
Got a
sounds
problem
legit.
that needs resolving? With over 1,700 U.S.-based field operatives, we can find a solution that's right for you.
Okay, so the other thing about that number is that's how many,
People they've gotten.
that's how many law enforcement agencies there are in the country.
Oh.
She did her deep dive.
Yeah.
It was
I
in
guess
the
so.
article.
Dude, if they come storming Kirsten's house to get you,
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So service request, career-minded folks, contact an Amazon wish list.
Amazon wish list. What's on your Amazon wish list? Like zip ties,
Yeah, I know.
Resolution
Rope,
industry
bleach,
leader for
lots of
over
bleach.
100 years.
gloves, rubber
so-
gloves.
Resolution industry leader.
But clearly it's not real. Like you could look at that and say, this isn't
I
a
don't
real
know if
thing.
you're crazy enough to want to hire somebody to kill somebody.
Well, that's true. You're maybe not quite. That's pretty crazy.
Guido Fanelli and family have operated a
Okay,
free.
we the Italians are very opposed to Guido Fanelli and family. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Even the Greek in me is offended by that.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, well,
Just in
close
case
enough.
you didn't know I was Greek.
Wow.
Well, I'm
Yes.
also Italian.
Discount packages available.
Oh yeah, for groups, you can
Oh.
get group discounts or senior discounts.
Oh, yeah. Look at the senior discounts. Groupon
Is that you
and
are
Temu
a-
discounts.
You are a
Oh my
senior,
God.
or you're murdering a
Military.
senior?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Air and National Guardsmen,
That'd be cheaper to
Walmart
kill 'cause it's
Associate
easier.
and Friends.
There's a lot of different discounts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mention code Cool Cats and Kittens for an additional 10% discount.
Is that like a coupon code?
Yes.
Is there a pricing list?
Oh, and that's the other thing. I think he asks for a deposit. That way
They've given money.
Send cash. No, really, send cash so we can resupply our coffee stockpile. Legal inquiries. Goodfellas and Associates. Attorneys at law.
yeah, see, like that's, well, to me, that's obviously not real.
Well, you're,
But
you're
he's been
shrewder
catching
than
people for 20
I mean,
years.
good for him. All right.
Yeah, good for
That's
him.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
He's like
And
pierogi.
Aaron, let us know who comes to your door over
No,
the
I,
next few days.
I think I'm safe.
He's like pierogi, the guy that you
Pierogi.
Oh,
did,
that's
so did you guys check out pierogi?
Yeah, I checked out
I don't
pierogi.
think I did. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I like pierogi.
Pierogi's awesome.
Christine wasn't here for pierogi.
Okay.
Explain.
We will.
Nor did Christine listen, sorry.
I knew that.
I had a lot of hours in the car where I could have too. So you know what? This weekend when I'm
Well,
driving.
no.
I'll
Pierogi's not a podcast. It's a YouTube show.
I know, but did you discuss it during podcast?
Yeah, she's saying she didn't listen to us.
Oh. No, I just told everybody about it, and that was homework.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to do my homework.
This is
I have my own homework.
Okay, like,
yes.
this is always the situation.
Yes.
I've done the homework. Kirsten has not done the homework, and
Christine
Christine's going,
wasn't.
"What homework?"
Because I'm never here.
This situation has happened
I'm
before.
here, I do the homework. I do it immediately, and then I forget about it. But I do it if I'm here. I'm just not here a lot.
Okay.
Don't talk about all
Good
of those
stuff.
things when I'm not here.
All right.
It's like,
I'll send the
see how
link
it is.
again.
Please send the
I
link.
will find it. I still have all
I'll
of
try
that.
to be
I'll
on
find
top of it.
It's okay. It's okay, Kirsten.
So that leads me.
There's no grades.
Okay, thank God.
Oh, follow
So
up.
that leads me to ask: did you watch Lord of the Rings?
No, not yet.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I've
Because-
seen Lord of the Rings. I didn't know that was homework, but I've seen them. All of them.
All of them, and you love them.
Yeah, they're good. That's why I want to go to who's it called there, New Zealand.
Oh, see, he was all
yeah.
upset with us because neither of us have seen any of them.
Yeah.
You know, there's a new
Legolas
one coming
and all.
out.
I didn't know that, but I love them all. Peter Jackson's. Yeah, no.
They're all getting back together and making a new one.
Okay.
Are all the actors going to be in it?
I don't know all of them, but
some
Viggo's in it.
Okay.
Ian McKellen's in it. Peter Jackson's doing it again. Same with Fran is doing it. Gollum, I forget, Andy Sudarkis or whatever. I forget his last name. But they're all coming
cool.
back.
All right.
Wow.
I'll watch it with you.
No,
Heck yeah.
I want to watch it with JJ,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
and it's a long movie, so we just
It's
haven't.
very.
It
haven't-
goes fast.
But
and
we
it's
haven't had
beautiful.
a chunk of time.
But that's just it. You
To do
can't
it.
watch it while you're doing other things.
Right.
You
I
need
want
to
to sit
actually
down
sit
and
down
have like a
and-
movie night, and it's just been a busy spring. We
because
haven't
it
had time.
is. It's a lot, but the story is freaking phenomenal.
Well, I know the story.
Okay.
I read the story.
No, I know.
Did you read Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit?
I read The Hobbit. In fact, I found my original Hobbit. I had the leather
Was it in
bound.
Was it in your retro bedroom?
I had in my retro bedroom.
Yeah, with
with
the frog doll.
Yeah, it was with the green leather bound with the gold embossed title,
yeah.
and
Sick.
all the pictures are beautiful.
I just have
I loved that
paperback.
book.
Oh, I can't wait till you watch it.
Yeah. So anyway,
Cool.
We can discuss.
Kirsten's like, great.
We can discuss.
All right.
She's on it.
I'll try.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
I'll
of
try.
Kirsten,
Okay.
I have a story.
you have a ghost story.
I have a ghost story.
Wait, he has a button.
I don't know if we have a button for. We did, but I don't know what it was.
Ghost stories?
No, for Tids and Bits.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tits and
Did
bits.
we
Yeah,
have
I
a
don't know.
Tids and
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, we kept talking about needing a Tids and Bits button. And the Tids, because the Tids and Bits button you used was not appropriate.
What?
Okay, just pick one.
Go ahead.
I don't have one.
Okay. All right. All right. I don't think that was a good one. I don't know how I feel about that.
the one you used last
Yeah.
I don't
Because that
have
one
like
is
a
not used often.
ghost story one.
Dun, dun, dun.
We don't have any spooky sounds.
Not really.
Okay.
I
What's
think
all
I
right?
got
Pirate
rid
sounds?
of
Do you have any
them.
pirate sounds?
Pirate ghost story.
Pirate ghost
This
story.
is getting intriguing.
I know.
Nope.
So I was in Florida last week
Yes.
visiting my older children who live in Florida. And we were all together one night. We went on a ghost tour at Jacksonville Beach. And the crazy thing is that we booked it online. We bought, there's the two big boys and me. And we click on the link for the directions, and it takes us to this old abandoned warehouse. And like it looked, I know it's a ghost tour, but it just looked like
It just
we
didn't
really
look
didn't
right.
want to get out the car.
Rentahitman.com.
Yeah, exactly. Could have been.
Quarters.
Could have been. And anyway, so
Stories come full circle.
and anyway, then we see there was like 3 addresses. That was the one that said click here for the directions. So that was the Google Maps link. So we thought, okay. But anyway, so on the 3rd try, we finally get to the right place. It's behind our hotel. It was behind my hotel
Oh, okay.
on the beach. So anyway, so we walk up and there's this guy, like tall guy dressed as like Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow pirate.
Gotcha.
And like I walked up and I'm like, are you the ghost tour? Because this is the 3rd address and we're like just not really sure, like if we're just losing all our money. And the guy's like, I don't know. And the woman next to him, she's like, yes, this is a ghost tour. What time? Like she's asking.
Wait, so the guy dressed like a pirate on the
Doesn't
beach
know.
was just like, I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway,
As if-
Florida.
so this woman in a Wicked t-shirt. So
Florida
I thought
man.
she was the tour guide. I'm like, okay, she's in a black Wicked t-shirt.
Right.
And she's like, no, I'm on the tour. She's like, he's actually the guide. And like, he was just a goofball. His name was Brandon. And anyway,
He was just a goofball.
he was
He's not going to get much business
I was
if he
gonna
tells
say,
people.
I know, yeah.
Clearly
So,
not a businessman.
Anyway, and she's like, and I brought my own like paranormal reader, like the EMF reader. So
Okay.
to,
The Wicked
track-
girl did?
Yeah. She's like, she has
people
her
get
own.
into
She's
this.
like, well, I'm really into the paranormal. I'm like, okay. And
So
he's like, well, I haven't.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep interrupting you.
Yeah.
But there's so many bits and tids
I
in
know.
here.
It
So
gets-
there's a woman on your tour that owns a contraption that she believes
It's ghost busting.
is ghost busting.
Yes.
Okay.
She owns. I'm like,
All
where
right.
did
You
you
don't
get that?
Doesn't everybody have one of those?
She said it's $13 on Amazon. I
Well,
don't know
that
exactly.
should work.
It's
It
high
should
tech.
work.
High tech, for sure.
Yeah,
Does it
I'm
also
sorry. But
metal
she's like-
detect too, since you're on the beach?
Which it did not, but it only was detected ghosts. But
Okay.
I had one and it went off. Anyway, so anyway, we're walking behind our hotel. And apparently our hotel, there was this big hotel in the, I don't know, late 1800s. It was huge. And the Johnny Depp guy is the Brandon the pirate.
Brandon the pirate.
Brandon the pirate is like, well, there's a lot of ghosts on this beach because a lot of people died here. And he's like, in the olden days, and poor Brandon was just like having trouble coming up with the words sometimes. So he's like, in the olden days, they didn't have those things that people climb up so they can see like when people are drowning. And we're like, chairs?
Lifeguard stands?
Lifeguard stands. He's like, yeah, lifeguard chairs. They didn't have those. They
Did Brandon have a little weed before he started the
I think
tour?
Brandon had a lot of
Brandon was
stuff.
smoking something.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
And anyway, so he's like, yeah, all kinds of people died here, because this used to be this big hotel and they only had the lookout tower on the top so they could tell someone was drowning, but there weren't any lifeguards because they didn't have the lifeguard chairs. Anyway, so I don't know, tour it's not maybe the best tour I've ever been on. Like,
Sounds like it.
but our
hope you didn't pay a
little
lot.
EMF readers are going off. They're flashing red. I'm like, okay, Oh, and at one point, Brandon's like, I don't really even believe in ghosts. I'm like, okay, you're not supposed to say that.
He is clearly not going to stay in this job for long.
Yeah, and he's committed. Like he has like a real beard with beads in it. Like he's like a real, he's got the long hair.
They pulled him right off of the beach that day because their person who was supposed to be there called in sick.
I don't know.
They're like, I'll give you $20 if you put this outfit on.
Right. No, I mean, this was like his hair. Like he had.
Is this in the daylight?
No, it's night.
Oh,
it's
okay,
like 8
okay.
o'clock at
So
night.
they
it's
gave
dark.
each. I missed they gave each of you.
Yeah, just to use for the tour, a little EMF reader.
But yours were not as good as Wicked
Ladies.
Actually looked like that. They kind of look like the same thing. So, but hers was only $13. So I think that's probably what mine was. But they were going off and
So you're all walking around the beach with these EMF readers.
and this crazy guy. Anyway, and then Brandon tells us, he's like, you guys, there's a serial killer in Jacksonville. Did you know that?
Yes,
You did?
She's right there.
Yes, exactly. I know. I didn't say. And my kids are like,
Hey, Deanie.
hey, Dee, why don't you come out tonight?
So I did not.
But
know
is there really?
Well,
Like, for real? A real live one?
So he says it's not in the news yet. The cops are keeping
It's
it
Brandon!
I was
underground.
going to say,
Well,
Brandon.
that's
It's not in the
and my
news
kids
yet.
are like, I'm pretty sure it's Brandon. And then he asks, do you want to go under the pier with me? And we're like,
No, we
He's
don't.
like, you'll hear about it later. And my kids are like,
because
it's
we'll be
Brandon.
dead. Yeah.
It's Brandon.
Oh my gosh.
And anyway, so Brandon, it gets better. So Brandon's like, yeah, the serial killer, he came up north. He was south of here in Malawi. And we're like,
Hawaii?
and
Where's Malawi?
well, then we're like, he's like, oh, I'm bad with names. He's like, Malawi, Maui. And then the woman, she's like, do you mean Miami? He's like, yeah, that's Miami.
Malawi, Maui,
Maui,
Miami.
He's like, I'm not good with like names and geography and stuff.
I only live in Florida, and Miami's the most
Miami.
famous city, but
Right.
that's okay.
So anyway, and then he's telling us like, apparently this part of Jacksonville used to be like the Hollywood of the 1920s with the silent films, but there was a big fire, and that's why, and it destroyed like half the hotel where my hotel is at now. Just like, it was like a 4 Points by Sheridan or something.
Right.
Like, it was not.
It was not.
It was not the historical haunted hotel. But anyway, so he's telling us all this stuff, and he's like, yeah, and we go to this old historic hotel, and in the beginning he's telling us like some of the ghosts that we're going to see. So we go to this old hotel, and we're standing on the balcony, and he's like, can anyone guess who's the famous ghost in this hotel? And I say, Al Capone. And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe you guessed that. How did you know? And I'm like, well, at the beginning of the tour, you said like there was going to be some famous people like Charlie Chaplin and Al
Well, here's the
Capone.
funny thing. He probably couldn't remember
He
the
couldn't
name.
remember.
So he
So he
put
threw
it
the
out
question in there. So he's like thinking like, I'm a genius. I'm like, well, you did like mention Al Capone at the start of the tour. So like, he's the lucky guy. But
He'd
you know,
been like,
thanks.
Al Pacino. And you're like, no, that's not it.
Yeah, no.
Maui.
Maui.
Why is Al Capone's ghost in Jacksonville?
Apparently Al Capone stayed at this old hotel.
But
Did he
didn't
die there?
No, he didn't die there, but they
Then why is he
smelled.
there?
Well, because he likes vacationing
Well, they
in
think
Florida.
he killed a lot of people there.
Oh,
He
okay.
snowbirds
some of
down
the
there. Well,
other-
his
yeah,
dead
he was
people would be there. He
snowbirding.
wouldn't be there.
Well, I don't know. They say that you could smell a cigar, but then this is Brandon, so who knows?
His cigar is there, just not him.
we know Brandon by now.
Yeah.
We take it with a grain of salt. That's
Yeah.
just all I'm saying.
So anyway, so then we go down and we see this restaurant, and Brandon's telling us the story about how this restaurant, there's a lot of ghosts there, and he went there and he talked to people saw all these people dancing and having a party inside. And when they opened the door, there was no one there. So they called the cops, and the cops, same thing. And like Brandon's like, and I was out here because I like to rave, and I was like dancing and bumping. And anyway, he tells us this crazy story And then like 5 minutes later, he tells us the same story. Like he told us that story like 4 times in a row.
Maybe Brandon's a ghost.
Maybe. I don't know. Like I think Brandon, maybe he was on something because he just kept forgetting. There were multiple stories that he told us multiple times.
Okay.
But
How many people were on this tour?
That's what I was going to ask.
just my 2 children and the Ghostbuster girl.
I hope you didn't pay a
there's
lot for this
4
tour.
of you.
Yeah, so there's 4 of
Wandering
us.
around the beach.
Yeah, yeah, and
going to
eventually we
restaurants and
do
being
go
like,
under.
talking
We
about
do
the
go
same
under
stories
the
over and over
pier
again.
at the end because by the time he told us the stories, I'm like, okay, Brandon's harmless. Like I don't think Brandon's, got the wherewithal to murder us.
To kill anybody?
Yeah,
The 4 of you could take him.
exactly.
He's probably going on hitman.com.
Probably,
you know.
he might be. Wow.
Source
Anyway,
that
so
out.
finally we do go under the pier, and he's like, "Yeah, my girlfriend and I like sleep under this pier sometimes." And he's like, "There's a lot of ghosts under this pier."
When the library kicks us out.
Yeah. So anyway, poor Brandon. Anyway, the tour is supposed to be an hour. Like it's 2 hours, and he's like, "Did you sign up for the bonus Ghostbusting Paranormal part?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so."
You should have just said yes. Brandon wouldn't know.
Well, he wouldn't, but he's like, "Oh, well, I'll let you have it for free because she and I are going on it anyway." And so, and my kids are like looking at me like, "No,
we're done." But you got into the van anyway, didn't you?
I did not. I should have not this time.
across it.
This time I did not get into the van. That's
okay.
only like strangers in foreign countries. But
So you didn't get to see the bonus.
yes, I did not see the bonus because my kids, when I was like, "Do you want to do the extended tour?" They're like shaking their head, like, "No."
We've had enough.
Yeah, they're like,
We've
"No."
had enough.
So I was like, "Would you like to go on the extended tour? Are you too cold?" They're like, "We're too cold."
yeah.
So we nicely, and at that point, I felt bad. Because earlier in the tour, I was like gonna like send him. I didn't have any cash, but I was gonna send him some Venmo. But then I was like, this is really like the worst tour. I've.
Where did you find this tour?
It was online, like on like Viator.
Oh, it was on Viator?
Yeah,
We should look it
those
up.
Are good.
Right.
Aaron,
Yeah.
look it up.
So I did not
See if
leave a
Brandon's still on
review
there.
because I really liked Brandon, but in all honesty,
This was not his calling.
I just couldn't lie and then to the other potential people that might.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
be a nice person and terrible at your job.
Yes, and he was a very nice person, awful at his job, but entertaining. Like,
But look, we're talking about it now.
It's right. So maybe people will go see Brandon just because he's Brandon.
It was Brandon. It was
How old is Brandon, do
he
you
was
think?
40. Like
Did not picture that at all.
Oh, I did. I've got a perfect image of Brandon.
He's very tall. Yeah, very.
I
kind
didn't.
of
I pictured him like a 20-year-old surfer.
Yeah, no, well, he wasn't. Oh, he was a surfer. He was like a surfer and a raver, apparently.
Okay, so that's a lot of ecstasy and a lot of head injuries. That's where Brandon, that's why he's where he is now.
Yeah, but anyway.
Good for Brandon.
Yeah, but
He's out there doing something.
he was. Yeah, but such a nice guy.
Let's give him back to the
Very
economy.
nice. Very nice young man. But anyway, we laughed because originally I was like, oh, thank God we were at that tour because I would feel really bad if that woman was there alone. She was 40 also. But at the end we saw them walking across the street to the Walgreens.
Together?
two of them?
Yes.
She's like
That was the
probably,
bonus.
She's
Yeah.
probably his
There's
girlfriend.
ghosts
I was
in
gonna say that
Walgreens.
was his
I bet
girlfriend.
she's on all of the tours.
No, actually,
She's a
she
plant.
knows his girlfriend because his girlfriend, she's like, oh, I met your girlfriend because they're in the same paranormal group.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So anyway, she was like, she was the normal one on the tour. But
Only in Florida.
yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was a great story.
Thanks. Yeah. So
I'm going to be
anyway,
smiling
went
the
in-
rest of the day on that one. Just
Yeah. There was something else. I got to think. Like the whole next day, like my kids and I, we kept remembering like Brandonisms.
Brandonisms. I need to go on vacation with Kirsten.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a good time.
I just love the fact that you came up and said, "Is this the tour?" And he was like, "I don't know."
Tour?
Sure, I don't know. I'm not sure I even believe in ghosts. I'm like, Brandon, you're not like
You're not selling
committed
it.
to you're dressed as a pirate. Like you can do this.
Way there, Brandon.
Right, like you're more convincing than most people.
Got this.
Yeah.
Why was he a pirate?
I don't know, just because he's
What
like
did that have to do
No,
with
no,
the tour?
that's his everyday attire.
I think that's I think he's always
He's a pirate. No.
he is a pirate
He's Brandon.
he is a pirate who happens to give ghost tours. I believe that's it.
Alrighty.
All right.
Oh boy.
Did Brandon have all his teeth?
It was dark, but I think so.
It was dark.
I think so. I don't know.
What
They
was-
had the beads on the chin.
Did you have
so that
Right,
was
yes,
distracting.
yes,
Did you have like little headlamps?
No, we only had just the little things, and they do go off.
But what are they sensing?
Electricity, I'm pretty sure, or ghosts. Yeah, I don't know. Could be
Diamond
either.
rings in the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drops in air temperature. You know.
Yeah, but when it flashes red, that's when like there's
There's
a
a
real
ghost.
ghost.
Did
Yeah.
everybody's go off together at the same time?
Sometimes they did.
Oh.
Yeah, so really cool. Anyway, it was exciting when they went off. I mean, I don't know if I believe in that or not, but it was still, like
Al Capone's here.
right. Al Capone. Yeah, and there was some other I don't know. Not Al Capone, just his cigar.
Just a cigar.
Some other lefty or some other famous gangster or murderer that I forgot. That
Brandon's
I
got a
didn't
little
know.
remote in his
Why is it
pocket.
the
He presses
murderers
it now.
Yeah, right, yeah. But anyway, so good time.
Yeah.
That was good
Wouldn't it
times.
be the
and then-
murderees, not the murderers?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm just
The
saying.
murdered.
Yes. Yeah. But anyway.
Wow. Okay.
So that was exciting.
That was exciting.
No, I would do
I
it
think
again.
we should make our own ghost tour. We should do that.
Well, I looked it up. So I looked up.
It's not much
some
of a
the
thing that you
stories-
input that you have to $13. We can buy a few
Yeah.
of those.
25. It was kind of
The
expensive.
overhead?
Yeah. But yeah, there's no, just pirate costume. or-
No, but I mean for the we can buy the little meters. $13.
yeah.
We buy like 5 of them.
Yeah.
We cut our tours to only 5 people per tour because the ghosts get scared if you have more than
That's
5
what
people.
he did say that. He
Yeah,
said,
see?
he's like, I hate it on the weekends when there's I have 25 people because the ghosts don't come out. I'm like, I thought you said you don't believe in ghosts. But anyway, I'm like, Brandon, you make more money when there's, I don't know, maybe he makes a flat fee.
Brandon's all over the place.
Yeah.
I love Brandon.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Did you take a picture of him?
I did, but it was terrible. You can't really.
Still, I need to see.
But he doesn't show up because he
He
was a
doesn't
ghost.
No,
really
it's
show
right.
up.
He's actually not there.
Yes.
There was no Brandon.
There was no Brandon.
I know.
That's why he was so
Joke's
forgetful.
on us. There
this
really
is
are
hilarious.
ghosts.
So this is Brandon took a picture of us with our little ghost readers, and he cut the tops of our heads off.
That's so Brandon.
So Brandon.
Good job, Brandon.
He was lying on the ground trying to. There, that's better. But let's see.
My friend Rich is a professional photographer, and when
thought you were saying a
people
professional
ask him
ghostbuster.
to take pictures on vacation, like someone's like, "Oh, would you mind taking a picture?" He always purposely cuts people's heads off.
This is Brandon, but he bent over, so you can kind of see he's got a pirate costume and he's tall.
Is that an elephant on his leg?
It's like a stuffed animal.
That costume's so intense.
I know.
It's
I know.
a lot of layers. It really
Yes.
is.
It's all
He
the
had a
clothes he
coat.
owns.
Yeah, I know.
It's everything
It's
he
everything
owns.
he owns. I'm not sure it was meant to be a pirate outfit. It's just
No,
all
no,
his
no, no.
clothes.
That's all. Those are all his clothes.
Yeah.
100%.
He's
Yeah,
definitely living under
I
the
think he's a pirate all the
This
time.
guy.
and that's his
is-
stuffed animal.
Yeah, he had a stuffed animal hanging from his belt. I don't really know why.
It was an elephant.
You do
It might
realize
have been
that
an
the
elephant.
real tour person probably took off 5 minutes after Brandon took you guys out of there.
Or 5 minutes before.
Right.
Yeah.
Either way.
But we looked on the reviews, and I don't think anyone left Brandon any reviews.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't have the heart to because I didn't know how to say it nicely. That definitely worst tour guide I've ever seen or been around, but one of the funner tours.
It's
So,
true. Good story.
Where did he keep the ghost thingies?
I don't know. I don't know.
How did you get that?
He just handed it to us at the beginning, so I don't know
So-
if he had a satchel with
A satchel.
I bet he had a satchel.
Or
'cause
did
was a
he
pirate.
like steal them from the guy who's the real tour guy?
Wait, so
I don't think he's
help
the
me
real
out.
tour guy.
We all have so many questions.
Yeah,
I know.
help me out. So when you arrived at this abandoned warehouse,
So we didn't get out of the car at the abandoned warehouse.
Okay.
That was the
because
wrong
it
place.
Because it was wrong.
that was the wrong place.
Yeah, because
Okay,
there
so
were
when you
3 addresses on
so when you
the,
finally found
yeah.
Brandon,
Yeah.
Right behind the hotel.
Behind the hotel
Right
that we were
behind the
staying
hotel.
at. Yeah. The whole time. Yeah.
is
Sleeping.
is he just standing out in the middle of?
Well, he's standing with the other women that was on the tour.
Do they have an office or
No,
anything?
they were standing around the hotel.
No, but Viator, there's a lot of the
Viator
tours
is-
on Viator.
there's a meeting place.
There's a meeting place. There's no like
Okay.
kiosk or
But
anything.
usually there's
Okay.
like, they'll say like across from Joe, it was right next to Joe's Crab Shack. But there was no, because I texted them. I was like, hey, like we went to the address that you put on your, on the
Right.
listing. And I don't think that was it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you let me know a landmark? And they're like, oh no, like here's Brandon's number. And Brandon never answered. But we found, I saw there were 2 more
Brandon doesn't have a
addresses,
phone.
and it did sound like it was on the beach. So I'm like, I think this is on the beach. So we went to the 3rd address, and Brandon was standing behind the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is it is a little sketchy to just meet a strange pirate behind the hotel. Go walking under the pier with him.
When you say that out loud, it does make you feel a little silly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I did on vacation.
And even more, you paid him.
Yeah. I paid $25 a pop.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That wasn't a cheap evening.
No, it wasn't, but it's kind of worth it.
I'm thinking we can make some money on this.
Yes.
We could do this.
Well, you just notified like about
Yes.
5,000 people,
I
right?
know, right. Yeah.
So they all know now.
And so that's one of the things that usually it's my husband and I do. We like to go on ghost tours in different cities.
Right, because you told us a bunch
Yeah,
of your ghost
yeah.
stories, and that's admirable.
New Orleans is the best one.
Oh, I did
okay.
one in New
Yeah,
Orleans.
New Orleans is good.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
one in New Orleans.
That was our first one, and that's still like the gold standard. But
Savannah has
Rome
a
was
good
good
one
too.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's probably very gothic.
No, the only one I've been on was that one I told you guys about at Bull Run.
Oh, right.
That was
Yeah,
just that was
no,
not
that was not
my cup of tea
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yeah.
because they were very
soldiers.
serious.
Yeah. No, that was more like a history.
We were kind of
tour.
looking for Brandon. We did not get Brandon.
Yeah, I know.
We were like a Brandon kind of experience, but
Yeah,
no, this was
no.
not. No.
Well, just go to Jacksonville.
Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Fair.
You'll see Al Capone's cigar
That's right.
if you're lucky.
And Charlie Chaplin. Well, he wasn't. It was his ghost. But like some women on the movie set, like something fell on her. And so I think she was the ghost.
Well,
Okay.
Oops. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm sorry. I have a cat sit later.
you're just getting that's your reminder.
That's my reminder. So
A reminder for
I
her
don't
cat sit.
forget about Winnie.
Yeah. Don't forget about Winnie.
I do not. Winnie needs her canned food and to play. We're gonna play.
Oh, nice.
She's a kitten.
Is Winnie a regular or?
No, she's
The
a
new one tonight.
I've never met her, but I think her mother is out of town.
So you can't be late.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, I can't be late. I have an hour window, so
Oh, okay, fair.
yeah,
Winnie will be waiting with
she will.
bated breath.
Yes, yeah. So anyway, that's fun.
All right.
All right.
All right, you said you had a story.
I did.
You
did?
said you had something. You were gonna, maybe it was your back. You were going to explain.
Oh yeah, you're feeling
How
better.
is your back?
Look at
You
you.
look like you're
Just
moving.
walking up,
You
right?
seem to be just
Buddy.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Awesome. I'm glad you're feeling better.
So yeah, I've been doing exercises and stretches and all that kind of stuff because that's what you need to do.
And you fixed it for the time being.
No, yeah, I have actually fixed it. It's I have feeling in my leg again, and I can stand up without pain. And
Awesome.
All good things.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
is very good. You,
That
things
is
you
a-
don't appreciate until
that's a
you
low
don't
bar.
have them.
it's a low bar. Just to be able to walk without pain is wonderful. So yeah, this whole sciatic nerve thing has been a nightmare. But in addition to
Oh, Zen in the martial arts.
Zen in the martial arts,
what is that?
Is that like Zen in the art of motorcycle maintenance?
so this is
real book.
probably one of the most influential books I've ever read.
Oh,
Really?
Really?
I read this when I was, 18 or something like that. I had my best friend. He was into martial arts and got me into martial arts and Zen and whatnot like that.
And now you have a dog in your lap.
And Lola, my dog Lola is very
likes your
interested in
voice.
that.
But I like how she just slowly like popped up from underneath the table and
Yes.
just like, I think now that you're talking, I think I need to lick your face.
Right. Yes. She's
So-
a licker. She's very licky.
Now she's going back down. Okay, goodbye, Lola.
So this book, it has a bunch of little short stories in it that talk about Zen and learned lessons through life. And I don't know if I can read this.
Okay.
This is an older
Some
book.
wisdom?
It's probably, what year is this? Probably
2025.
60 years old, probably.
Wow.
So this guy actually studied with Bruce Lee.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And there's many stories in here about Bruce Lee. And if you don't know anything about Bruce, look, I know my audience. Never mind, you guys know who Bruce Lee is.
Does it say where Bruce Lee's ghost is?
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
On the beach.
Under
On
the
beach.
pier.
Smells like a cigar.
I will have to see if I can't find it. I don't know that I will be able to find it. Now I'm under pressure. I should have dog-eared this. But the basic story in here is that if you, at night, when you lay down, if you relax and meditate, basically, and think about your organs, your muscles, your body, and what he did, he broke his arm. And every night before he would go to bed, he would calm himself down and think about little tiny men going down. Like, I guess he described it as the 7 o'clock whistle goes off and all the workers would appear.
Like the seven dwarfs.
And they, hundreds of them, and they would all go to work on his arm. They would be repairing.
He and Brandon are smoking the same thing.
Well, no, this guy's.
No, I know.
Yeah. So what they would do is this: he would imagine these little guys working on his arm, mending, and very detailed, like mixing up the cement to patch and sewing and all kinds of things to mend his arm. And his recovery time was like nothing.
Wow. It's like mind over matter.
It is. Yeah. So I have always taken those same concepts anytime I've gotten an injury, and I do the same exact thing.
Okay.
So every single night for the past month and a half, I have been literally laying down at night for probably good 15, 20 minutes, and I go through the process of mentally repairing my body. I think about people going down my spine and opening up and with crowbars and opening up my vertebrae and all kinds of stuff.
You were also the one that thinks of melting like butter.
Yes.
Like you're very.
Yes, I very much
have those mental visuals.
Yes.
Visuals. Yeah, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and it's worked. It is absolutely
That's
100%
awesome.
worked.
I believe that. Because even when you're working out, if you focus on the particular muscle you're working out on, you're
Yeah.
well, good.
When I had cancer, I imagined little Pac-Man eating my cancer cells.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Yeah, and it worked.
And it worked.
Well, and the chemo one.
Yeah.
Don't rely on that just by
Not
itself.
saying-
It's kind of serious.
We don't give advice.
Yeah, we don't. This is not medical advice, but
So you know.
And let's talk about the Tao.
Oh my God.
Don't follow anything we
Don't
said.
follow it. Yes, please don't. But anyway, yes,
This is not a self-help
this is not
podcast.
It is not.
This is a slice of life podcast.
Yes.
Take it for what it is.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you're feeling better.
Yeah. So am I. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Good.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
All good.
Wow.
Yay.
Lots of good stories today.
Yeah, I'm
this
trying to
is
think
fun.
about if there's anything else. I mean, daylight savings time happens. So there's that whole thing. Oh, here we go.
Which
Okay,
I
Christine.
won't name the person, but a person I know did not realize until Thursday that we were in daylight savings time.
Oh, no.
Were they late for everything?
They weren't late for anything because their
Today, Thursday?
The phone knows.
Yes,
The
a few
phone
days ago
knows.
because their phone knows.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they didn't realize it. because
Wait,
their
I'm still
phone-
confused. Today, Thursday?
Oh, Tuesday.
Tuesday. Still.
Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday.
Oh,
Tuesday.
right.
Going
Okay.
2 full days not knowing the time has changed.
Tuesday
is-
night. It was Tuesday night.
Well, it is easier to
'Cause
not
it was
know.
when we
I
turned
saw them
Saturday
at
night.
No,
Joey's
I
place.
know that. I read.
You know.
I saw them-
I'm thinking.
Like you
how do you
just
go
found out.
2 days?
Because your phone
Your phone, yeah.
No. I know
But
that.
my thing was when you got up in the morning to go to work
Your
and it
microwave
was
doesn't change.
dark. Right. But
Well, that was where I was going. Is
and that was the eventual thing that tipped
time does he
that
wake
person
up?
was
Like, what?
So the person said that they were like, oh, well, I thought, geez, it's 6 o'clock and it's later than I thought. And then I looked at my microwave and it was only 5 and I thought, phew. And then I looked at my phone and it was 6.
And that must have been very confusing.
That was Brandon. Is he on a ghost tour right now?
He should be giving one.
Yes.
Anyhow, so that, yes, so daylight savings.
Wow,
for
okay.
that, but,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to eliminate daylight savings.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. The unfortunate part is that the part that we all like is the part that they would eliminate. So the part where we get
We're in
longer,
Like longer
Now.
days.
longer. Yeah, the part that we're in now is the part that they would get rid of, and we would still
they're
be in the dark.
Oh, I do like it when it's later.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Me too. And a little darker.
Not
in the
always
morning.
driving in the dark. Yeah.
Yes.
So during Joey's play, which was wonderful.
Yeah.
The play was wonderful. The kids are great, although everybody had the flu and
no.
strep throat. And
Oh, poor
They were
kids.
dropping like flies.
There's a
and
lot of that
understudies-
going on right
Yep.
now.
I mean,
yeah,
the whole
we
cast.
had the flu.
There were understudies who had to play lead roles.
Oh,
I mean,
geez.
when you're a senior and you are that sick that you can't. But anyway, whatever. There is a scene with a mannequin where the mannequin gets taken off the stage, and each time they did the play, the mannequin came apart in different
Ways.
ways. So at one
geez.
point, Joey is the one who's near the mannequin. So Joey's left holding the head and whatever. Well, on the very last show, the mannequin came off in half and then was unclothed.
Oh.
And my poor child was standing there and I thought,
Oh, man.
how is he going to handle this?
Did he ad-lib it?
He did really well. He and his
good for
he
him.
did, but
Way to go.
I
Well,
could see him
that's a
laughing.
true
I could see him
professional.
Oh, yeah,
laughing
of
with the girl
course,
who was
and a
playing
snicker.
Dolly, but it was hysterical. But, yeah. Anyway, I mean that's not anything anybody else would appreciate, but
Yeah.
oh my god, it was very funny.
That is pretty funny.
Good
That's
times.
that. I don't really have any stories except that I drove through Nowhereville, Pennsylvania.
That's a little scary. That's a
Yeah.
ghost story in
Yes.
itself.
So at night, so it was at night that we were going because we went after school, and it's you're going through the mountains and whatever. And at one point, there's no town. You're like in no town.
Oh, right.
There's no name of where you are. And this pickup truck was in front of me, and I was like, well, I'm not tailgating the pickup
Right,
truck
right.
No,
because
stay away. Yeah.
he pulls over.
And you're by yourself?
with Joey
Oh,
because
okay.
we were going to see a college. He
Okay.
pulls over to the side. I keep going, and he gets behind me.
Oh,
And I thought,
Oh, no.
we're going to die here. We're going to die in Burnt Cabins, Pennsylvania.
oh, yeah.
Burnt cabins.
Is that in Potter County by any chance?
It may have been. It very well may have been Potter
Because
County.
I've only been to Potter County a couple of times in my life.
Mike's roommate was from Potter County.
And every time I've been, something crazy weird
Yeah,
has happened. Like there's people running through the woods in
Yeah.
camouflage.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Like,
Yeah.
you'll be like, we were on a bike trip once, and we were getting ready to go. That's back when mountain biking was a thing.
Yeah,
And we were getting ready to go down this. We were halfway down and we were getting took a break and getting ready to go, and like the woods start moving. Like and I was
Oh, yeah.
because there are people in the woods.
dressed in camouflage? With,
I don't think
leaves
and it
on their
wasn't-
heads?
It wasn't hunting season. They were
Oh,
just
man.
like running around the woods.
yeah, well, which is why
Yeah.
45 minutes of me up and down trying to lose this guy thinking, is there a baseball bat in the car? There's always a baseball bat in the car. There's got to be a baseball bat.
Oh,
gosh.
man. Well, I'm glad
Anyway.
you're here to tell
Yeah,
that
I mean,
Tell the tale.
I lost him. And we're fine.
Evasive moves.
But yeah, but all I thought was Joey's not going to this school because he's
No, because I'm
letting
never
him drive
driving
home
through
in
here
this.
again. No, don't.
I am not letting him drive home through this.
Absolutely
crazy.
not.
I almost got ran off the road on the way here.
What?
Today?
Yep.
What happened?
Some woman wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
She was in the left-hand lane, and I was in the right-hand lane. She wasn't going fast enough, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to pass you
Right.
in the left-hand or right-hand lane, which
Technically, right, but still.
then she decides to come into the right lane.
She didn't even
man.
look.
Didn't even look.
definitely like, ooh,
So I'm off in the gravel.
oh my gosh.
Well, it's good you saw. I mean, you
Yeah.
reacted.
I know.
know. Yeah, I know. And I honked my horn.
Did you like sit on your horn?
Oh, I laid on my horn. And she just kept on coming towards me. And I'm like, what is going on? Am I going to die
Glad
here?
you're okay.
And that's the thing, like it's scary.
Yeah, it's
That is
freaky
scary.
in the
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're
Yeah,
okay.
I'm glad you're okay. With
Well,
reflexes.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you're sorry.
Right.
Pay attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Get off your phone.
Yeah. Wow.
I will say it's very pretty through there. It's very pretty.
Very
Yeah,
pretty.
well, yeah,
At
absolutely.
night when it's dark and it's, you know,
You got a pickup truck behind
me
you.
and my kid with strep throat and a pickup truck.
In all honesty, he probably got behind you because he just didn't want, wasn't going to go a certain speed.
I'm sure there was nothing wrong with him,
But at the time, it seemed.
but it was
Oh,
me and a pickup truck and my kid.
I would have been
nothing
totally
else.
creeped out. No. Totally creeped out.
I'm sure there was nothing, but I was just like, how fast can I go up and down these hills without killing us in a car accident as
Yeah.
I'm trying to lose the guy who's...
Yeah.
I just pull off to the side of the road.
No.
So that he could come and pull off to the
That's
side
the
of the road.
last
There's
thing a woman should do.
There's nothing there.
Yeah. You never. Yeah.
There's nothing there.
If you pull off,
He's-
and
yeah.
if
He'll
they
come
are
right-
Yeah, it's
he'll
the last
pull
intent
right
on
up to
harming
you.
you,
Yes.
Yeah.
That just makes it easier.
they always tell women never pull
Yeah.
off.
You never pull
Ever.
over.
You go to a police station if
Right.
there's one nearby.
or somewhere that's highly populated
Yeah. Or
that
like
you
a
can
gas
pull up, but they
station.
tell you never, ever, ever, even if it's a policeman and
Yeah,
you're not
yes,
sure
and
that
you
it's a
call-
you
policeman.
call-
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'm just saying, like, pull to a point where not like. Never mind.
Do you know the roads I'm talking about?
jumping all over you.
I'm not. No, I'm not going to get into this
Yeah.
because
Okay.
it's just not going to happen.
There was nowhere to go. It's
Yeah.
just this one road, and it's one lane on
I'm
either
glad
side.
that you. I'm glad that you.
I'm sure he
returned
was
safely.
fine. I'm sure he meant no harm to us. But
Right.
But still,
that's not how I was feeling at 9
No.
o'clock at night. As I
No.
was,
going through, and it's dark.
it's very dark,
Like,
which I'm used to, but
But it's there's no if there's cloud cover, like if there's
and
no
you
stars
can't
and
see
moon out.
over the hills
Oh,
as
I
you're
hate
coming,
that,
so
yeah.
you don't know if it's going to turn. So you have to go kind of slow because
Right.
otherwise you're going to
Yeah, because you don't know. Oh.
kill yourself.
Yikes. I'm glad,
Anyway.
Well, I'm glad everyone made it here and
Anyway,
safely.
between you and the killer pirate, and you and
The killer pickup
killer
truck.
pickup
Yeah,
truck, and me with the hitman,
I know.
and you with the injuries.
This has gotten dark.
The fact that we're
gotten
here,
dark
Yeah.
fast.
I will say when we got to the college was nice. It was nice.
Okay, but
And
don't
the
go
people
there.
were very
but don't
nice.
go there.
Don't go there. Not worth it.
No, if he wants to go there, he can go there. They were very nice. It's a good school. But
All right.
But
All right. I feel bad. I got to wrap it up. 'cause
Yeah,
I
you
No,
gotta
we
go
do
see
have
She
to
has to
wrap
go.
it up. Everybody's. That's why we started early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
All right.
class, you got stuff.
But we had a lot to discuss today.
I know this was fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know that there's Brandon stories that I missed. So I'm
Okay.
gonna.
To be continued.
If you
Yes.
remember them, write them down.
Yes, I will.
We can have the
Yeah,
ducks.
I feel like in our group text we have. Like, the next day we were just like, "Do you remember when he said this?" So anyway,
And I love
But
the
I
fact
didn't
that
review.
the Brandon picture is like blurry. Like you can't really.
he's like a ghost.
Yeah. He's like a ghost.
Yeah, because he really is.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Thank you all for joining us for the latest episode of the Set List of Life. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
afternoon.
Bye. Bye-bye.